tell me when you're ready.
What we have is the ability to map out certain menu products, and we can actually type in the name of the product, specifically how you want it. These are just some generic settings that we put in. Once we enter in the name and the group product, we break it down by events. So this one, the first 10% of the total 2 minutes and 40 seconds, will have air coming down at 60 miles an hour from the top through the jet holes inside the oven. And then we'll have 100% air going to the bottom through the jet holes through that bottom jet plate. And we will not have any microwave. Basically what we're doing is searing the product for the first 24 seconds. The next stage after that first 24 seconds, we start introducing in microwave. After that next 24 seconds is done, we actually have the same airspeed, but we reduce the microwave. So this way we're not intensifying the muscle of the meat, we're not making it rubberized, we're not beating it to death with microwave, in other words. You can see we slowly raised the microwave, but not up to 80%, but to 60%, and then the last event, we kept it at 60% and 40%. So we're really pulsing in microwave very slowly to cook the inside of the meat, but at the same time we seared the outside before it even started. Why don't we grab that ribeye?
About a 12-ounce portion there, 1.25 inch thick.
Grill plate with ribs. I'm going to hit cook, and we're looking at 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and we're looking a little bit medium rare. We actually can create the settings based on rare, medium, well done, well, doesn't matter. A real simplified process. So right now you can hear the air coming down at full force at 60 miles per hour. The oven temperature is at 450 degrees, so it's just searing that meat product right now. Then the air will still be active, but what we're trying to do is push all the moisture back into the meat product. So when that steak comes out, it's going to be very juicy. It's going to rest for a few minutes. When we start cutting into it, it's going to be very, very juicy piece of steak. You're going to see also when we remove it, there's not going to be a lot of yield loss. The outside of the oven, it's cool. We actually have a fan in the back that's pulling down the controls itself. That's at 85 degrees. There is an internal catalytic converter, so there's no grease-laden air being emitted out of the back of the oven. It's being cleansed. Actually, the air is being recirculated within the oven cavity. It's being cleansed through the catalytic converter, introduced into the heat exchanger, and then blown back into the oven cavity itself. So you're not going to have any soiled ceiling tiles or back wall tiles to your kitchen. And it's cool to the operation. I can actually come up and hug this oven, yet it's 450 degrees.
Yeah, and it's been operating since 8:30 this morning, and still.
For a 10-hour operation, if the oven's actually physically cooking like it is now for about 3.5 hours, PG&E has done a study. The average daily cost to operate this oven, from the time you get there and turn it on to when you shut it off to clean it, it was less than $4. It was $3.87 per day to operate. And it could actually take the place later on in the day of a range, of a convection oven, of a broiler, salamander. All that equipment can be shut down later on in the evening as your business starts to slow down. It can do a lot of reliance on this oven to take up the slack. Power down a lot of equipment just to operate this one. Tom, is this the same program?
Yeah, and actually, I don't know which one I use this one, but yeah, it's
beeping, it's done. Hearing it sizzle. Yeah, beautiful piece of steak. Sit there and rest. That's nice.